Hello everybody and welcome back to another figure vintage versus classified video comparison, and somebody just fell. Today we're going to take a close look at our vintage cover girl and obviously our classified cover girl. Honestly a very stunning looking character, if I should say so myself. Pretty badass character too, you know. With the vintage one, she came paired up with a very cool tank called the Wolverine. I'll throw up images, as many images as I can. I remember doing a comparison in the review for the classified one, and well, now I'm making a separate video to really get into the details of, you know, what classified kept and what they sort of updated and whatnot. And so yeah, so let's get started. Starting off with the accessories, I don't believe the vintage one came with any accessories. The classified one does give you a shotgun, a removable pistol, a removable tablet here on the side, which you can see is removable, and a removable wrench. This backpack is added on. I added it myself. It's from an Obi-Wan Kenobi figure, and I thought it would just look cool on cover girl here, and it does, so that's why I just kind of left it on there. But putting that aside, I think for the most part the classified stayed very faithful to the vintage counterpart. Now there is complaints about the head sculpt, and I think for the most part the head sculpt looks amazing. I really don't have any issues with it. She looks great. Maybe the lipstick on mine is a little smeared to the left, but other than that, I think the head sculpt came out great. The eyes look amazing. The hair does too. I kind of kept it with that reddish brownish color for her hair, which is accurate to the vintage one. You can see where it's like kind of orangey, reddish, more brownish than anything. So they kept that aesthetic, and that's another complaint of many people. They wanted a blonde version. Some people say that's the original look, but I think for a fact that this is the original look of CoverGirl, not the blonde one. The blonde one was later on in G.I. Joe, and you know, I wouldn't mind a blonde version either, but this is as vintage as you can get, as you know, well, like I said, as vintage as you can get. So I don't know, some people critiqued it as she's not like the vintage. Look back again, and you know, this is our vintage. So I don't know what that critique is all about, but like I said, blonde version came out later, and I wouldn't mind having a blonde version either. But taking a close look at our details here between the two, starting with the legs or boots down here, we have her boots that go up probably around the knee area, kind of similar to this, and we do have the sort of green padding on the front, which we also get here with the classified. And her boots, I don't know if it's because of the age or whatever, they may have discolored, but they are more of a like super dark green, not as bright as this one, but super dark green. At least that's what my eyes see it as. So the classified gave us brown boots. I guess it is leaning more towards brown, but I see like some green in it. But moving on up the leg, we do have a holstered gun here for the vintage, and the classified made it a removable pistol, which is nice. Again, with the two straps, very cool and reminiscent of the vintage. And then on the other side, we have her data pad here. It kind of looks more like a calculator here, but you know, classified went ahead and updated that and give us a cool little sort of iPad thing with the Wolverine on display there. So that's very neat detail. into the crotch or belt area. Not much for CoverGirl here in the vintage form, other than a green belt, which goes all the way around. And Classified did give us that underneath this other overlay piece. So this is added on, but we do have the green belt in there that goes all the way around. It should go all the way around. There you go. And yeah, we have the added sort of tube belt piece here to hold our wrench, not our wrench. I forget what it's called in English. Mostly know the beaner term or Mexican term. I'm not allowed to say the B word on YouTube, but moving up to the torso area, we can see very prominent cleavage here with the Classified, which a lot of people noted in their reviews. Again, it doesn't hurt to have some cleavage. It just adds to the character, and CoverGirl is known for, you know, having that cleavage. It's part of her design, and we very much kind of get that here in the vintage, although, I mean, how else would you give cleavage to a vintage figure like this? But that being said, we move on to the jacket, and of course, you know, with the vintage, you don't have a lot of texture or whatnot. You have a little logo here, kind of in her shoulder. But with the Classified, you do get a lot of crazy detail with the jacket, you know, pockets and buttons and all this crazy stuff. You get that same decal or logo here on her shoulder, and then comes down and it sort of folds up here at the wrist. Very cool. You have her gloves, which the gloves are added on. We didn't have that with the vintage, and the sleeves go all the way to the wrist over here. And like I said, these are folded up, sort of forearm area there, but you do get crazy detail. And on the back, you get these other added details, sort of padding kind of thing, and we don't get that with the vintage. And the vintage also had that collar kind of going for it. Not necessarily fur. It's more of her, you know, underneath the shirt, going up and laying over her jacket. Whereas Classified, they kind of just gave it fur here at the top of the neck. And, you know, because, you know, it'd be weird if they sculpted all the shirt over the jacket as well. But that's a little difference there. And I covered the head sculpt and face for the two of them. Here's the vintage one, also known as oh geez, what's her name? I forgot her name. I don't know why, but very much resembles her and her hairstyle. But I'll throw up a picture of it. But yeah, I think that mostly does it for this comparison. Nothing too crazy. I think Classified did a good job interpreting the vintage form to this modern version. And like I said, if they ever do a blonde version, then that's more than welcome to join the shelf. But this is my definitive version with that hair, that colored hair. And the head sculpt is not bad. So that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in a future video.